Howdy, howdy everyone. This is Konstantin. Welcome to Inside Russia. I am doing a live stream from the very heart of the capital of Russia, Moscow. And I have another message for you. I'm going to share my opinion. This is strictly my opinion. It's very subjective. And I'm going to tell you how I see certain things from here, from inside Russia. Mods, would you please, Lorna 5x5, Yarn Prepper 5x5, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, without further ado, I'm trying to drink this tea as quiet as possible, so there is no blurping or anything like this, you know. I hope you appreciate. Now, my message today is this. Is it the government or is it the people? Very simple. Now, let me explain what I mean. There are a few things that are happening outside of Russia with Russia's direct involvement. And the entire world has reacted to this event, let's call it this way, event happening. Again, I am in Russia, in the very heart of Russia, and it's not the safest place to speak up your mind. There are a few laws that were recently introduced that criminally prosecute people for saying certain words. So I'm not saying that. In the comments, a lot of people ask, why aren't you just saying what you should be saying? I can't, I'm sorry. So I'm talking about the event. There was a United Nations resolution. 195 countries signed resolution against the event. That happened almost 3 months ago, right soon after the start of this event. Obviously, 195, almost 200 countries have spoken. They have made themselves very clear. Individually, many countries have spoken too. They have been speaking, and they're speaking right now. They're speaking loud, and some are speaking very loud. For example, Sweden and Finland. So there's definitely something going on that puts Russia against many other countries. And Russia has been isolated. It's safe to say that in 3 months, most Western companies have pulled out of Russia. They've stopped doing business in Russia. They, due to some reasons, but the one reason behind every reason given, I think, my opinion, is that most Western companies have started finding Russian market toxic, and they've decided to just not do business here. It's clear that Russia is up against many countries. It's clear that Russia has been cut off of many I don't even know how to say it, systems. It's been cut off from global banking system, SWIFT. It's been cut off from educational exchange. It's been cut off from cultural exchange and things like that. So it's safe to say that the current situation is that Russia is an island of a sort. And some countries and some people call it a pariah. Now, I've heard two kinds of opinion. First opinion is that Russian government is a pariah government. And the second opinion is that the Russians are pariah people. And in this stream, I would like to give you my insight on how I see the entire world looking at the Russian government and the Russian people. I'm gonna tell you how I am seeing it through my own eyes. By the way, one of the biggest channels of getting this kind of information is my YouTube channel. The comments that I receive from you, there are thousands and thousands of comments. There are different videos. Some videos I make are about neutral topics, such as I explore Uzbekistan. Some are about Russia. And some, of course, are messages that I speak up every single day. I try to deliver. And my opinions, okay? And those I get quite a feedback. And mostly the feedback is positive. Mostly it's good. Mostly the feedback I received gives me motivation to keep on going. There was some time when I turned off comments and I turned off ability to receive the feedback because things I was getting were not as great, okay? I was getting lots of hate mail, lots of hate comments, and not very pleasant. But after a while, things have calmed down and I made a couple experiments. I turned on the comments to my daily streams and, lately I've been getting really, really good feedback. And I'm very thankful for that. Thank you so very much. The feedback comments are, the quantity is absolutely enormous. Just my video that I uploaded yesterday, where I went out to explore what has been happening with the Russian shopping mall as a first sight of troubles in the economy. Okay, just in 24 hours, not even 24 hours, I've received over 1,500 comments, right? And before that, in other videos, I've received so many. So, what I also read different Western media outlets, articles, newspapers, and I also watch other YouTube channels, both Western and Russian, and I kind of get the idea of what people generally think about Russian government and Russian people. And at this point, I think that regular people, and this is my subjective opinion, of course, based on the information that I've received. I could be wrong. That's a disclaimer, just in case. Most people are considering the pariah, the Russian government, the actions of the Russian government. Every single day that passes by, kind of deepening the abyss that this public opinion of the Russian government is falling into, deeper and deeper and deeper. Honestly, I don't really know what the Russian government is going to do to kind of return to the international community, to become a good member of global village, so to speak. I don't know. thoughts. Perhaps I have some thoughts, but I'm not gonna, share them here. Most people consider Pariah the Russian government. But a few people consider Russian people the Pariah people. That the Russian people cannot be salvaged. That all Russian people are savages. Not my opinion. That's what I hear, okay, online. That they are bloodthirsty warmongers, and they just need to be isolated and dealt with, okay? Fortunately, this is not the majority. This is a very, very small minority of feedback that I see on my channel and on other channels as well. And kind of hurts me because I know Russian people and most of them are actually good. They're decent folks, they're Christian, they're loving, they have love in their hearts. And I also understand why people from abroad are frustrated with Russian people. Okay, and at this point, I think that most people are misinformed, and if they truly understood what is happening, I think most of them would cry. This is my opinion, and I am humbly asking you not to give up on us yet. Give us a chance. There's a problem though. Every government acts as much and as bad or as good as people of that country allow the government. I have said it many times before. I've said it, I've made videos, and we talked about the United States and how the USA has a big problem that people are not interested in politics and they just kind of let it go, and the politicians are unchecked, and the politicians do whatever they want to do and they don't feel responsible. Okay, and that's true. And then same goes for any other country, including Russia. And I think that more and more people all over the world will be understanding that. And every single day that the event keeps on happening, I think that the opinion of Russian people will be worsening. And that is a tragedy for Russia. Tragedy in the making. And it's going to be worsening and worsening. Right now, most Westerners, most foreigners do not consider Russian people pariah. But as time goes by, and if nothing changes, and I hope and I pray every single day that things will radically change. There will be a stop to the bloodshed. Okay, I pray for that every day. I hope it happens. If it doesn't, then the opinion of Russian people will become worse and worse, and it'll get to the point where it won't be salvageable. They will be considered as pariah people. And that's probably going to be the end of Russia. And I sincerely hope that it will not happen. And this has been my message for today. This is what I wanted to say. This is how I see situation. I hope you find it interesting, and I hope it brings value to you. I would like to, before I turn the comments on, I would like to remind you a couple things. First is there are mods and they're watching. They're making this chat, they're actually keeping this chat clean, and please don't argue with mods, listen to what they have to say, and follow the rules. Keep this chat clean. Do not try to inform me of what is happening outside of Russia. I'm pretty knowledgeable, okay? And please keep this chat clean. The second message is I'd like to remind you that there will be 2 private chats for patrons only, for Patreon members who support me through Patreon, and for sponsors, YouTube sponsors who support my channel through YouTube sponsorship. There will be 2 chats, 1 hour long each chat. Usually chats for sponsors and patrons only are not as crowded as these main chats, and all the questions I see and I have a chance to answer them. It's much slower pace and the questions are more personal. It's like having one-on-one conversation, so to speak. So if you're a patron and if you're a sponsor, YouTube sponsor, then please join me on Friday. It's going to be around afternoon. I'm yet to decide the times, but I think it's going to be sometime 1 and 2 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, something like that. So please join. It's always fun to have private chats, private streams with patrons and sponsors. And another message is that there will be no live stream on Saturday. Usually we do a 2-hour walking tour, not usual daily update stream, but I try to take my mind off current things because it's difficult, mentally very, very difficult to be, inside of this things happening, researching, trying to find out what the message is, listening to your heart and trying to come up with a message and things like that. So it's really difficult. So usually I try on Saturdays, I try to just walk around and show you good places that I enjoy myself. Last Saturday, me and Natasha, my wife, we did a fantastic walking tour of Arbat Street, and we had so much fun, not just us, but the viewers as well. So there will be no live stream because we will be in transition at the time of live stream, but we will do one on Sunday, and it's going to be not in Moscow, but in a different city. So please join me. And to answer your questions, someone usually asks me, one or few people ask me, what kind of tea I'm drinking. This is a producer called Malesna. The tea is from Sri Lanka. It's orange Pico. Fantastic tea. One of the best teas I've found so far. I've tried so far in my life. Oh, so good. This is what I'm drinking exclusively from now on. It's very, very expensive here in Russia. But you know what? It's worth every single sip. It's good. I'm not sponsored by this company, by the way, I'm so happy to find a decent tea. Okie dokie. Now let me turn on the comments, and I would like to get your opinions on this message today. If you agree or disagree with me, please let me know. Different opinions are welcome. This is absolutely, there is no censorship of opinions as long as you keep your opinions clean. Don't call names and don't try to inform me of what's going on outside of Russia. You're welcome to state anything you want. Hang on there. That's it. Looks like the comments are on. Mommy Lorna, hi. Yarn Prepper, Thomas, Bruce, Susan, A. Cohen, Sylvia, Brian, the usual suspects. Great to see you. You know, it's a very pleasant. It's become a very pleasant of my part of my day. You know, when I do the live stream, usually the messages are tough because they're not pleasant. But you know what? I'm always being sincere and honest. This situation is not pleasant. It's very difficult. It's very emotional. It's very mentally challenging. You know, so it's the lights off. Oh, ain't it lovely? It's the truth. Okay, so the messages are tough, but when I turn on the comments and I see people coming after the messages, that's fantastic. Because I know you're there, I know you come back, I know you care, I know I read your messages and I read your comments afterwards. You know, it's really therapeutic and it's encouraging, it's motivating. Thank you so much. You know, I'll go a little further under this thing. You know how important that is, not to feel alone in the situation? Feeling alone is terrible. Knowing what's going on and feeling alone it's not a good feeling. But once I turn on the comments, well, I know that the mods are there, even without the comments, okay? Something terrible must have happened if Lorna or Mommy is not there, or Robert, you know. So it's like a nuclear strike or something like that, you know. They're always there. And other mods, Yarn Prepper, Julie F, Bob S, Harry Potter hasn't been here much, but due to some family reasons, and Pinball, you know, shows up from time to time. Have I mentioned everyone? So they're always there. I don't even have to look at the messages, at the comments, but like having all the usual suspects coming back and just encouraging and sending good things in the comments, that makes me feel much better. That does not make me feel alone. Although I'm surrounded by people I love and love me, my family, you know, my relatives, colleagues, it's not the same. You know, online communities is a little different. It's you I deliver the messages to, okay? I don't deliver those messages to my wife, to my kids, to my colleagues. That's different. Anyway, that's it. I'm done venting. Couple super chats, and the first one is surprise from Reese Gray. Hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. I still remember you called me Mr. Popular for the very first time. You know what? You took me by surprise, big time. Many people are hoping for some kind of a revolution. The longer that doesn't happen, the more likely it's people will grow frustrated with the situation and people of Russia. That's pretty much my message, you know. Except for, I wouldn't say revolution, I would say change. Because change can come in different ways, you know, in different possibilities. Bruce Langworthy, for the ever important Tea Fund. Thank you. Orange Pico Tea Fund. Thank you, Bruce. It's good to see you. John gives me 5 by 5. That's good. Good to know that you're hearing me. Boquist Peterson. Russian people will never be pariah people no matter what. We all can see the videos of the normal Russian thoughts. Just hope for a better government. Thank you, Bokvist. This is very important message. Thank you so much. Daniel from Netherlands, Tim. You know, it kind of gives the live stream chat more spice if you, when you say hi, you also say where you're from. It gives us understanding of this incredibly rich geography that this chat is about, because it's fantastic to know that there are people in one place virtually, but physically they're like all over the world. We have so many people from Australia, New Zealand, from two newly soon to be NATO countries, you know, Sweden and Finland, from South America, Chile, Brazil, Argentina sometimes, you know, from the North America, of course, and that's just, it's fantastic. From Europe, from time to time, from Africa, South Africa. Brian Vetti, I look forward to all your messages. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, let me know how's your mom doing. I appreciate all you're doing. You're always in my prayers. Just remember, things will get better. Thanks for the super chat. And you know what? Things will get better. It's just no way they can stay this bad. There's just no way, okay? There are signs of changes. I don't want to be too optimistic, okay, but I'm seeing certain things here inside of Russia that kind of give me clues of hope. It's too early to be talking about them here, you know, but trust me, that's important. That's important. The good things are coming. Chile, Maria Angelica. Wow. Thank you for all wonderful messages. Brian Dart, your video with Russell was terrific. I am very, very surprised by the feedback this video is receiving, by the exposure, because I thought it would be just another small video of not much of an interest, because if you noticed my latest videos, they didn't score well, you know, like 10, 15, 20,000 views, and all of a sudden we make this video and it explodes. Now, is it Russell? Russell, if you're watching this, I like you very much. I doubt it's all this exposure is you. You certainly have given a great element to this video. And Russell is a great guy. You know, I really enjoyed hanging out with him. It's the first time we made the video, but we actually did get together a few times. Just, you know, having lunch, drinking coffee, having conversations, not filming anything. So it was a good time. It was a good time. But I'm very surprised. And thanks for such a feedback that you're giving about this video too. I hope you go and watch Russell's channel too. He's a pretty interesting guy. He's got like little something about him that makes you want to watch his videos, you know. Some YouTubers have it and some don't. Well, I certainly think that Russell does have it. Chirper here. Zdenek Pavlatka. Rob. If you want me to notice your message, please put it in caps. Otherwise, the chances are very small that I will read it. John Sandel, there's a message deleted by Robert Bates. If you want me to answer, please email after the end of the stream and I will certainly do that. I will answer the question. Jimmy's Courtyards, $20. Thank you so much. Jimmy, Acha. Thank you. I will try to keep up good work. And I think Jimmy is somewhere from Florida. I have pretty good idea, from the West Palm Beach, perhaps. Judas Goat Barbecue. I like the name. Thanks for $25. Hi from Texas. Your people are not pariahs. Allied soldier in 1945 met a German woman in her village. She was crying as she said, "Tell them we're not all monsters. There are always good people. God bless you." Judas, thank you so much. This is a good message. And now let me give you a very personal message I have not shared with many people. This is the first time online. The year is 1942. My grandmother, my mom was not born that time. My aunt and uncle, older than my mom, the siblings, they were born, okay? So 2 young kids, they're like 4 and 2, I think, something like that. And my grandma with 2 kids, with her sister, my aunt grandma, so to speak, and her husband, my grandfather, is fighting Germans in the Russian front, on the front line. And occupation. The Germans moved in and they're staying in Rostov-on-Don all over. And, you know, Germans get reputations of pariah, of, you know, baby killers, because Russians are so afraid of Germans and they're so, you know, so, and for a good reason. But the thing is, Germans from SS, you know, they're really bad. German soldiers from Wehrmacht, they're actually soldiers. They're, you know, they're not fighting civilians, Soviet civilians. They're fighting, you know, Soviet army. So there's an officer walking towards the house and passing by the house, and all of a sudden he sees 2 kids playing, little kids. And he stops and looks at the kids and tells something to the kids in German. And oh my God, my grandma, she was telling me, her heart stopped. She thought that something terrible was going to happen to the kids. They'd be taken away to Germany, would be killed or whatever. And then she jumped out and she kind of, you know, put the kids behind her back. And the German soldier, the officer, he was crying. He was crying. He took out a wallet and he showed her a photograph of his family. And he had 2 kids, a boy and a girl, approximately of the same age. And he was showing my grandma that that was his kids, okay? Then he left and briefly he came back and he brought them tons of food. Canned meat, I don't remember, she was telling me that was enough food for them to be fed for a week, okay? And he just gave it to them. So that was a lesson learned, and she was telling me when I was little, in the late 70s and early 80s, and she was giving me a lesson. She was telling me there are no good or bad, you know, like, how do I say that? Countries, people. There are just bad people. There, for example, not all Germans are bad, you know. There are some good Germans and there are some bad Germans. Same thing about the Russia. Not all Russians are good, and some are good, some are bad, you know. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. That's the question of Judas. I'm kind of like giving you feedback on your comment in the super chat. Karen from Maine, $100. Thank you so much. I was given this for a birthday gift this week. By the way, I hope you got my comment where I said happy birthday. and Karen had birthday. I would like everyone to please say happy birthday to Karen. I think it was 2 days ago, right? I hope you received my message. You know, after I'm done with this super chat and the message, I'll sing you a little birthday song. Not a good singer, but hey, that's the occasion, you know. The message is, I was given this for a birthday gift this week. I want to share with you. This is so important that you keep on going. I'm trying fennel tea today. Stay well and happy as you can, my friend. With love, as always, from this beautiful day in Maine. Hello to my son, AJ. Karen, I'm very touched. Thank you so much. And I accept your gift, but this is your birthday gift. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna keep it. I will drive to Rostov and I'm gonna take this $100. I'm not even gonna wait until I receive it, like in June, at the end of June. I'm gonna take it now out of my account, and I'm going to buy something nice for orphanage house for baby orphans that were brought back, that were brought from Donbass into Rostov-on-Don. We usually do that with Natasha. She's involved in this charity, and then we go out and buy diapers, you know, for baby formula and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take your super chat, and that's your birthday gift. I cannot accept it for myself, okay? I'm gonna go and pass it on to these little creatures that are left without parents. So thank you so much. Happy birthday, and let's take and make something good out of this money that you just super chatted me. Thank you. Hang on. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I'm seeing birthday. Okay, I'm not really good at it, but if you could all join me, please. It's pretty embarrassing, you know. Oh, I'm not a good singer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Karen. Happy birthday to you. Whoa. Imagine other people join me in singing this for you. Happy birthday. I wish you many happy returns of the day. Some message caught my attention. Trace Cohen. Hello from Canaan, Maine. Maine is in my heart. I'm a Mainer. I consider myself a Mainer, but I've never heard of Canaan. Canaan. Where is Canaan? Is it like up north? Interesting. But welcome to this community. You know, this is we have a few Mainers. Karen, well, Lori, quite a few Mainers actually. Alfred Pixner, 20 euro. Hi Konstantin, greetings from Austrian guy. Last night for me in Podolsk. Hey, listen, Alfred, reach me out in email. You know, if you're in Podolsk and if you have a visit Moscow, let's meet in Moscow perhaps, you know, do a meetup or something like that. Please email me. I don't have much time left and I'm gonna be out of Moscow for a couple of months, but then I'm coming back, you know. Donna Olson from Santa Barbara, from Beverly Hills. I thought of you today and I was driving my new Mercedes-Benz. Which one did you get? To work today. 6-month order, cruise ship, sail, I don't understand. vessel Germany to the United States. Oh, you were waiting for the Mercedes for 6 months. Yeah, you mentioned yesterday in the stream. Well, you're lucky because we don't have a chance to buy Mercedeses anymore here, or anything for that matter. Everything that we have in stock here in Russia we can, but literally Mercedes is in stock here. They're very few and they have gone up in price 10 times. Used to be $50,000, $500,000 right now. If you want to buy a new Mercedes, $500,000, because there are very few of them left. And I'm not joking. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's crazy. And there are actually some Russians, probably, who don't work that much for their money. I have pretty good idea who they're connected to. They buy. I also, yesterday we were talking, I was asking a question. Are you a Mercedes-Benz or BMW guy? I think it sounded pretty snobbish. It's here in Russia, it's different from the United States. Mercedes is not such a big deal. Like I remember back in the USA, everyone was driving like Fords and Camrys. Well, here Camry, same as Mercedes. So you understand. Here Cadillac is more expensive, more prestigious than Mercedes. Ford, same as Mercedes. Mercedes and BMWs are just cars. They're not like a symbol of status, of higher status and stuff like that. Camry is incredibly considered luxurious car here. Crazy, I know. Don't ask me why. It's just Camry, family sedan. But no, Russian bureaucrats, Russian rich people, they drive Camry. That's status, okay? So it might have sounded a little snobbish yesterday, but it was not. Okay, so Mercedes here is not what it is there, okay? Because we're right next to Germany. A lot of German cars are imported here, and it's not a big deal, Bokvist Peterson, 100 crowns. Takes this to the kids also. Okie dokie. Then, you know what? Not to forget. This is my magic notebook for prayers, for notes and stuff like that. So it's $100 from Karen, Maine. I will try to film as we do that. Don't promise, but I'll try. And 100 DKK from Boquist. Will do. Thank you so much. $20 from Raul is Cuerdo. I hope I pronounced it right. As far as sanctions, people forget that what they're buying are already produced goods that were sitting in the warehouse. The problem comes when you have to produce the items again. That's when it hits you. Hello from Miami, Florida. Raul, very deep message, by the way. And this is an idea for the next stream. The thing is, it's been very emotional here in Russia and in the West. Everyone is saying in the West, oh, hit Russia with sanctions, okay? Don't sell them anything. Don't sell them electronics. Don't sell them cars. Don't sell them, I don't know, apparel. Cut them off. And here in Russia, we start feeling it because our prices, we still have lots of stock here, okay? It's been only 3 months, right? And they're like selling off stock, but the prices have gone up. Something's incredible. Mercedes, BMWs, they cost 10 times more than what they used to 3 months ago. So you get the idea. But the thing is, it works for Russians, it hits Russians, it makes our lives much more difficult. But then it also makes lives of companies who manufacture much more difficult, because imagine that they've lost a huge market. You know, they don't manufacture as much, they don't make as much, they don't pay their employees as much, they have tons of stuff at warehouses. This Mercedes, Opel, Audi, BMW, they don't know what to do with the cars that were ordered from Russia, and they're sitting in the warehouses in Europe right now. They don't know what to do with them because they were supposed to be shipped to Russia, but now they cannot do that. So the sanctions work both ways, okay? For like they hitting the Russians, but they're backlashing companies and people who actually have forced to put their sanctions onto Russia. So very, very good message. Thank you so much. Nicholas Buenan, $5. There are too many beautiful souls in Russia whom we must not forget. We must see them as you see us. From Peoria, Illinois, Caterpillar HQ. I used to buy, well, I was trying to make a deal with Caterpillar to buy gas piston engines, replacement for turbines. You know, the turbines, they spin, and the gas piston engines, they're like basically large car engines, huge car engines in a 40 feet sea container, and they, you know, they work on gas or on petrol or on heating oil, and they produce electricity, produce heat. So we had a couple projects we were trying to work with Caterpillar. I think it didn't work out. It was quite some time ago. Thanks for the message. Excellent message. Thank you. It's very heartwarming, and thanks for the super chat. Susan Gitz, that's funny. I have a Toyota Corolla and my daughter has a Mercedes. Susan, you know what? I had both a Toyota Corolla in the past and I had a Mercedes, and you know what? At the end, it doesn't really matter. At first, when you get a new car and it's a, so for example, it's a BMW or Mercedes, it's like a shiny toy. You get there and you're like, wow, this is great. But then you drive it for a couple of weeks, for 3 weeks, and you get used to it, and it becomes same as Toyota Corolla. It's the same thing. You just get used to it and you don't notice all this glitz and glamour, you know. So kind of same thing. Again, Karen from Maine, thank you so much. This is very, you giving me your birthday gift is something else. I mean, I'm speechless. Lorna, I gotta pin your message today because you know, I pinned everyone else messages. There you go, a good one. What I will try to do next, in the next stream, it will be, I will make message myself and I will ask everyone to share my message on social media, this stream, so my message gets to spread to more people, okay? I'll try that. Mark Duffy, great question. Great question. It's a question that deserves a separate video. What was school like in the USSR? What was school like in the USSR? The best in the world. The quality of education we got in the USSR it was absolutely free. My gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. In nutshell, it was the best in the world. We studied for 10 years and we came out, we graduated high school, almost all of us, we knew math, physics, chemistry, biology, geography as we graduated from college. You know, we had so much of quality knowledge about this everything, subjects. We studied a lot every day from 8 in the morning until 3 p.m. We would get home and we would study at home, do the homework. So that was tough, but it was very interesting, and they actually made us very educated people. Jim from Melbourne, Australia, hi there. Paula McDonald, I love that video. He sounds Australian to me. Well, he's from Perth, Australia. He's very Australian, you know. Sabrina Fell, I loved the walk through the mall with Russell. You pretend beer was, yeah, it was something we made up right on the spot, you know. By the way, I have your names right next to one another, Paula McDonald and Sabrina Fell. You know, we pray for you. I mention your names and they just go in the same order there in the chat right now. Lorna, mommy, would you please let me know if I missed anyone's chat? Nicholas, I acknowledged. I think this is it, right? There's a new one from Andre Laplam. San Francisco area. I noticed 1940s Willys Jeep with American Army markings, but flying a Soviet flag last week. Do Russians somehow dissonate American World War II symbols apart from the present antipathy? Yes, Russians remember about the Lend-Lease. They remember about the support that Americans provided during World War II. It's never forgotten. Russians are very good about keeping memories about World War II, and this year the problem is they mixed World War II and this current situation together, and that's, I don't want to talk about it, but if we're talking separately about World War II, then you're absolutely right. We remember very well of the USA in its role in supporting the USSR. Not only there was a route through the Northern Sea from I think Canada to Murmansk, but there was also flying of planes, American planes from Alaska to you know, to the fight Germans throughout the entire Russia, you know, above the entire Russia. Yes, thank you so much, mommy. I missed Martin P. chat yesterday. I apologize, Martin. There was too much going on yesterday. Thank you for the super chat yesterday. I will not miss it again. Well, at least I will do my best not missing it. Thank you. Donna Olson, $5. Raul brought up the exact point I've been telling people. The effects of retail sanctions take time because they have exhausted the warehouse stock. Yes, but Donna and Raul, don't forget that we've been exhausting stock for 3 months already. You know, we're talking right now and we're living today, right now, right here. But don't forget, it's been quite some time. It's been, what, in 6 days, it'll be 90 days, three months. So I think another 3-4 months and the stock will be depleted. So Donna, which Mercedes did you get? What model? I'm checking time. Thank you. Couple minutes, and we'll go into prayer. Del Boy El Mundo. I was once thinking of buying a Moskvich. It was my first car, Moskvich, and trust me, buy something else. Just take a friendly advice, okay? I think you're gonna be better off with something else. Holy cow, Robert Bates. Monkeypox case just found in Massachusetts. Hooray. What is this thing? A friend of mine called me this morning, said, I want your opinion. You know, you like scan all the news all over the world. I want your opinion on this. I don't have an opinion. This is the first time I heard it from my friend this morning. It seems like it gets better and better. First we had sanctions, then we had COVID, then we have in this. What is next? Monkeypox. Just incredible. These are trying times, you know. Natalia T, that way. Natalia, I know that I have the best mods in the world. Very lucky. Oh, I'm very lucky that way. Yes, yes, very much so. A custom built E-Class 350 4MATIC. Nice, nice. E-Class is my favorite. I've been driving an E-Class for the past 10 years. A little smaller engine, but AMG package, like struts and springs and so forth. Really sporty ride, sporting shift, sporting telescopic steering wheel. You know, it's really, I love my car. You know, feels like a kart. I drive it fast. Oh, compared to Lexus, it's not even comparable. My friends, I would like to invite to join me in prayer. Believers, non-believers alike. There aren't any believers or non-believers for me in this live stream chat, in this community. I consider everyone who has a heart that's beating. I consider that heart is filled with love to some extent, and that's good enough for me. It's good enough to invite you to prayer. If you don't believe in God, it doesn't really matter as long as He believes in you. So please join me. Dear God, thank you so much for giving us this wonderful day. Thank you for giving us food on our tables, roofs over our heads, and surrounding us with loved ones, family, friends, colleagues, and just good people. I am asking you to influence people in any way to stop bloodshed in Ukraine. The country needs a break. The country needs peace. The country needs to come back to life, to rebuild, and people need a chance to live happily again, peacefully, quietly, not without any fears. Please stop bloodshed in Ukraine. Help us, bring us peace. Open heads, hearts, and eyes, and reach out with your hand and touch the hearts of people who are responsible for making decision whether to stop or continue. Make them stop as soon as possible. Please help every single Ukrainian who needs your help, who's been affected, who's been touched by this event. Please help Russia, send your strongest angels with sharpest swords to get rid of demons that have hijacked my country. Have angels run my country and make it shine again, make it a good neighbor. Bring it back to the international community, bring it back and show your glory for my country, please. Help us all to raise our children that way that they grow up good adults, loving each other, not fighting with each other, and they build a world that is better than today, that is better that we have been able to build. Please, give everyone who is hungry food on their tables. Give everyone who doesn't have a shelter roof above their head. Please help everyone who is in this live stream praying along with me or watching us praying. Please have their wishes granted and their prayers answered. I would like to mention a few people who reached out and asked me to mention their names. They need your help. Please reach out and touch their heads and their hearts, heal them, and answer their prayers, please. They are Shay, Rafaela From and her daughter Anna, William, Elena, Natasha, Jake, Michael, Oля, Dasha, Sky, and Bonnie, Rebecca, Melissa, Bas Salmon, Anne Mary, Jean-Paul, Paula, Jane, Michael's mom, Brian V's mom, Marlene, Mikhail's family, Dimitrius, Kieran, Maddie, Sharon, Narnian Lady, Brentley, Susan S., Sabrina Fell, Maverick, Susan, Fiona, Uncle Marek Swell, and Paul Beans. Also, Kim McKay. Please hear these people's names, reach out, show them your mercy, and have their prayers answered. Thank you so much. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a good stream. Thank you very much. There's another one tomorrow. Usual time, this time. You are awesome and you rock. Please come back tomorrow. There's another super chat from Boquist. 100 Danish krone. Karen said more for the kids and Natasha. Will do. God bless you. Thank you. Will do. The only thing I do before buying something for the kids, I'm gonna pay my personal income tax on this money. That is 6%. $10 DKK from Boquist. Wrote it down. Will do. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, mods. Thank you very much for coming back and watching my back again. I very appreciate that. And I will try to... I saw a way how to shut off stream from not getting up and going to the telephone. There you go. Завершить.